Hi everyone and welcome to my kitchen. I just wanted to show some before shots. This is from the day that I closed on my house and I did a little tour of the house, but here's the tour of the kitchen. This is the pantry. Actually, you can't really tell from the pictures, but those accordion doors were pretty much falling off. So was the trim, like where the refrigerator goes right here, the trim on the baseboards were falling off. It was a little bit rough shape, just needed some TLC, but definitely wanted to show some progress on the house. The curtains were the first thing to come down when I did start fixing up the kitchen. And then I'm just going to walk through the laundry room because in this video I am going to start putting in floors in the kitchen and the laundry room, and I put in the same floors. So again, I'm just showing you the condition of the house when I first moved in it. This was disgusting, actually. There was like animal throw up or something on the ground. It was horrible, right? But again, it's interesting to see this because sometimes I forget the condition of the house was in when I bought it. So I am going to share some still shots of when I started renovating the kitchen. You'll see right here, I just kind of masked everything off before scraping the popcorn ceilings. That was one of the first things I did. And I had some temporary blinds. You can tell I had temporary blinds up for a little bit. Also, the pantry, I decided to just take off the doors and keep it exposed. So you'll see that I added that little cabinet for storage. I painted the cabinets in Beyond Paint, and then I added hardware as well. There was never hardware on the cabinets. And here is a second coat of masking off while I did any repairs to the walls. And I sprayed like any texture that I needed. So I did all that before adding paint to the walls. And then you can see here, I changed the light fixtures in the kitchen. And then I made these little curtains out of drop cloth actually for the windows. And the thing I was happiest about was changing the faucet. That faucet, I wish I could have gotten it on video. I actually had to take my oscillating tool to it because I could not get it off. Like I could not get it unscrewed. So that was definitely a feat. But once I was done with that, I was so happy with my new faucet. And then I'm just going to show an overview again of how I changed up the laundry room. I painted the cabinets, painted the walls, and added some storage solutions. And that's where I left off. So now I'm ready to add some floors. Okay, here we go. Today's the day. I'm going to start prepping the floors. I bought some peel and stick tile. Funny enough, what's on here right now I think is peel and stick. Um, So while I'm doing the kitchen, I'm going to go ahead and do the laundry room. I'm washing my mop heads right now. It's kind of hectic in in the laundry room, but um, so first things first, I'm going to start clearing out the two rooms. Okay, I would like to explain something really quick. My laundry room, I know, looked very hectic, but my laundry room works really hard. One side of it is all laundry activities with my washer and dryer, and then the other side, for my full-time job, I work in the food business, so sometimes I have to keep samples for buyers that I have to drop off. So I have those organized in that wooden cabinet that's in there, and I really need that for that. That's for my full-time job, and then I also have a side cookie business that I do. So I do have a 3D printer and an edible image machine in there. And unfortunately, in my house, I don't have a lot of additional storage. So I have to make the best use of it somewhere. And I'm so grateful that I at least have that wall on the other side of my washer and dryer that I can use for that. So that's what I'm doing right now. One of the things I would like to do at some point would be to put an island right here, and then that can be my workspace when I'm decorating cookies. Like right now, I don't have a dedicated room. I don't even have one available for decorating cookies, so I just use my dining table. But yeah, it'd be nice to have like a nice big island in the middle, and that can be my dedicated workspace, and then I have more storage underneath, for all of my supplies. Oh, I don't think it's gonna fit. No. Oh, where's it gonna go? I think it's gonna go in the middle of the room for now. Well, here we go. Here's my island that I wanted. I'm just kidding. Okay, well. So this is gonna go in the middle of the kitchen for now. It's easy to move around, thankfully, so not a problem. The reason why I want the like edges exposed is because I want to start with ripping off the baseboards first. And then I can move to like clean up the floors and stuff, so it's okay. This isn't really gonna be in the way. I have a lot of like space to work with right here. Sorry, my washer is loud, old and loud. Someone is laying on my list of tools that I need. Okay, I'm gonna need to gather these tools. Hopefully this is all I need so I don't have to go digging out stuff. My garage is not the most organized right now. I'm super excited to lay the floors also because like when I ripped out the slide, there used to be a sliding door here, and I ripped it out and you can see it left like indentations in the ground in the current flooring. So I'm gonna be happy to like, and I'm gonna fix all of this up to hopefully put like a butcher block up here. And then I even already have the molding for the sides. So I'll close that up and make it look more built in. But yeah, I'm super excited the first step is just gonna get these baseboards out, and then I can start cleaning the floors really good and then getting the floors laid. I cleaned out the laundry room the best I could. I'm gonna just have to like shift stuff out while I'm working on it and then move it back because I don't want my kitchen to get cluttered and full of stuff. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of have to move that stuff as I go. But here we are, we're all cleared out for now. And then now I will get to ripping out the molding. Okay, I got all my tools. I think I'm gonna need some more alcohol. There's not much left in there. I really want to use it to help clean the floors. But this is fine for now. I wasn't sure if I was gonna need this like scraper for anything, so I just brought it. I was trying to find my utility knife, but I have this X-Acto knife, and I'm just worried because sometimes if you put too much pressure and pull up, the blade pops out. But we'll see how this works. If it doesn't work, I'll try to dig out my utility knife. So I'm just gonna break that seam where the caulk is. When I first moved in, I fixed some of the baseboards because I want to say this one was like completely missing before. Like there was nothing here. I don't know what was going on. So now I'm just undoing that. I'm gonna put new baseboards anyway. Oh, that's the other reason why I'm removing these is because I forgot to mention that I am gonna be putting new baseboards in. I was originally just gonna use the crowbar, but sometimes this is a little much to start it out. Let me see if I can start breaking it apart with this. Okay, look, I would love to do this the right way and rip this floor up and then lay down my peel and stick, but I can tell you right now that this right here, they installed this with mastic. And I have had to pull up glue down flooring before in my sunroom, and I'm just not about to do that again. I take it personally. I feel like it was a personal attack. I think they knew that one day I was gonna have to pull it up, and they decided to glue down that carpet, and it took me 2 weeks to rip it up. So I am not about that. But there's just a lot of reasons why I want to get rid of this floor also, or like, you know, cover it up. Okay, so for one thing, we do have some like dent. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but these are dents in the vinyl floor. And then also this right here, it looks nasty, right? I mean, it looks dirty, but what it is, it's that mastic coming up from the cracks. And I cannot tell you in the last almost 4 years how many times I've been on my hands and knees scraping it out of there with lemon oil. And it's just a pain, so I'm just like ready to get this covered up. Okay, so I just removed that small piece of baseboards. I'm moving on to this wall right here by my refrigerator. And actually, I want to show, like right here, you can see how somebody had a dog at some point and it's chewed up. So while I'm at it, when I go to replace the baseboards, I'm gonna rip this out and put a plinth block right here. I did this in my bathroom down here and I absolutely love it. It solves that problem, you know, you don't have to try patching it. Just cut it off, install the new one, put some caulk, paint it, call it good. So I'm excited for those small little touches. I'm gonna try this without the X-Acto knife. Hopefully it saves me a step. Okay, I didn't even have this on my tools to have ready, but I grabbed it. I guess it was an instinct or something, and it's coming handy. It's saving me a step of doing the X-Acto knife. I don't know if this is like an old fruity pebble, but it's in the shape of a heart. Is that a good sign? Let's hope so. Okay, if I'm gentle with it, this part of the crowbar or whatever, pry bar or whatever, it pulls it out pretty easy. And look, the floor also buckled right here, so I'm just really glad to like cover this up. I got all of the shoe molding off from under the cabinets. If you enter, all of the baseboards are removed. Okay, I'm gonna kind of wing this buckling part. Let me see. I don't know if I'll be able to. Nasty, nasty. Stuff is pretty thick, so wish me luck. I'm about to clean the floors, but I wanted to do a PSA. So I went to Hobby Lobby because I had a gift card, and I went down where they have like the cricket, the crickets and everything and the accessories for cricket, and they had a utility knife. And tell me why it was $9.49. And then I go down like close to where they have like the paints, like the paint section, and they have a utility knife that looks more heavy duty than the other one, and it was only $3.79. So, so yeah, don't grab the first utility knife at Hobby Lobby. Like walk around the store and see if you can find this cheaper one. But anyway, I hope it works good. I crossed one thing off of my list of things that I needed. So these are the tiles that I went with. It's the Chris Loves Julia floor pops, and then these are the two tiles right here. I tried another combination of tiles. I was gonna try like kind of a white marble look with more of a brown tone. But when I laid it on the floor, I don't know, it kind of clashed with my cabinet colors. So I went ahead with this one. I had originally bought one box. That's why this one's open. And then when I figured out I like this one better, and I like the subtleness of it. There's not so much of, it's not too much of a contrast between the two colors. It's more soft, I guess. So then I went ahead and ordered, I think 16 more boxes. So there's 10 tiles in each box. So I have 17. So I have 170 square feet, 12 by 12 squares. So this is what I'm going with. Okay, I don't even know if it's capturing it well on camera, but while my water's still boiling, I'm going to use some lemon essential oil or lemon oil and just start cleaning away some of this like mastic. Okay, I have kind of a stopping point where I'm going to try to stop before I have to move the table. So for now, I'm just going to get rid of everything on this row and then this one right here. I got some really hot water, like boiling. Actually, I always like to boil my water before I wash the floors. I don't have a lot of alcohol left, but I'm just gonna use the rest of it and then I'll go get some more either tonight or in the morning. And a little bit of fabuloso. Hopefully the floors turn out fabuloso. So I know they tell you to find the center of the room and start from there. This room is oddly shaped. Now I could use my common sense and just find the center, like this way, or find it halfway this way and then find the measurement halfway this way. But honestly, I'm just gonna eyeball it and use the lines from the current flooring. I am gonna do this at a diagonal, surprise, surprise. The point on the line, and then do that point on the line, on the same line. Let's get started. I'm a baker actually, so I have 3 rolling pins. And you don't know how happy it made me when I saw one of the tips was to use a rolling pin to, like, if you don't have a brayer. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna use one of my, I actually don't use this one like for my cookies when I make my cookie orders. Okay, so the backs, mine do have arrows on them. And you're supposed to like do it all in the same direction, but I don't want to do that. I actually don't mind the patterns kind of going in different directions. So I've used this brand of flooring before in my kids' bathroom, and it sticks really well. Like I've never had one come up, but it was a small space. Okay. So let me just see how this sticks. I really hope. I feel like this floor is gonna be super easy to clean also. I always felt like with these other floors, I could mop them and clean them, and I don't know, they never felt super clean. So I'm really looking forward to this. Okay, let me see if that comes. Oh, wow. Okay, that's. Oh, man. I get an arm workout too, you know? Okay, I stopped halfway through that, I guess the 5th box. Honestly, I'm probably losing count at this point, but yeah, I think it's the 5th box. I'm stopping because I do want to like do some of these cuts and practice with that. And also just so it looks finished, so these rows look finished. So maybe every 4 or 5 rows I'll do that. Any ones that I have to make cuts, kind of gives me a break from like sliding over and laying tile after tile. So let me try this out. I'm gonna make a template. Okay, here we go. This is almost 5 full boxes. I'm 1 tile short. I'm so proud of this line right here. I mean, I know I'm still going to put the shoe molding back up, but I'm very proud of that. And this is a lot of work for peel and stick, especially when you have to make these cuts. So I'm probably going to take a little break. Part of me wants to keep going, but then my back starts screaming at me, and I'm going to take a little break. Alrighty, here we go. Box number 6 is down. I took my little rest break and got right back to work. Okay, apparently, if my math is correct, this is box number 7. I don't know. I technically still have 2 more tiles. I don't know why I wound up with more of the gray, but anyway, gonna keep going on to box number 8. 30 midnight Saturday. I'm really trying to hustle because I have to go back to work on Monday. So, but yeah, I guess it's midnight Sunday. Um, so, alrighty. I was just trying it out. I was spending too much time before, like creating a template and then trying to cut, and then I had to create multiple templates. So what I decided to do was just measure like from here to the end and then here to that end, and then I would mark it on the tile, and then cut a straight line across, and that seems to be going a lot quicker and faster. I was spending so much time on the templates. But yeah, this is working out a lot better. All right, this is box number 8. Oh my gosh, making all these little cuts is so time consuming. But yeah, it's 1:13 in the morning. So I kind of had a stop time of 2 a.m. So I don't know. I'm just gonna try to do some easy like straight rows and see how far I get. And then tomorrow, my dad's gonna come and help me move the refrigerator. So all right, it is 1:50 a.m. Sunday morning, and this is 11 and a half boxes. So I still have 5.5 left. I left the spots where I need to pull out the appliances. So I will do this in the morning. Again, my dad's going to come and help me move the appliances. And then I have to move that as well. So yeah, it's going to be fun. But when I look at the middle, it looks like it's done, right? I wish. Well, soon enough, we'll be done. All right. Good night. that mosquito. Oh my God, I got him. Oh, he's still moving. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely need some cord around. Okay, that's the last piece I can do for right now. That's all I have left, and it's obviously not gonna be enough to, I need to get that, and then this stretch of wall. Yeah, and that's basically, yeah, just that and that. And I still need to do the wood hardener on that spot. And then, so I still have these pieces to do right here. However, if I put baseboards right here, they're gonna kind of stick out from when I miter them, and they may be in the way when I try to pull, because I need to pull this cabinet out one last time to put like a wood stopper back there, and then to do some work like to put a butcher block and everything there. So I can't do these baseboards yet, even though I have enough for it, but like I said, I just can't have it right now. It's gonna be in the way. All right, so that's where I'm gonna have to leave you this week. Coming up, I will definitely be finishing, I mean, it's already done, but I will be finishing the baseboards, finishing the laundry room up, and I just really love the way these floors have turned out, and I hope you'll join me next time.